I don't know, Jerry. We must be 40 feet underground. I have no idea where we are.
Well, we can't just sit around with our thumbs up our butts.
I don't hear them anymore. Their behavior seemed territorial. Maybe we're far enough away from the nest that they gave up on us.
We might have outpaced them. But we're not exactly in a secure location. Which way are we headed, Doc?
Look over here. Can you read these?
Maybe. If I can find... Yes, okay. We're at a 4-way intersection. There are only 4 such intersections on the plan. Let me just cross-reference these detail labels. Okay, we just have to figure out which intersection we're at. Look around the corridors for any distinguishing features. I'll see if I can eliminate possibilities.
Búscalo tú.
Maybe I can help with the plans. They look pretty simple.
I don't have enough to go on here. I need details, landmarks, something unique.
I see 2 ladders along the left of the tunnel. The tunnel goes straight and then turns to the right. There are these 2 big electrical boxes of some kind on the right.
2 escaleras enfrente, 2 de electricidad y el túnel gira a la derecha, ¿vale? Una escalera. Busquemos 2 escaleras. Aquí hay 2 electricidad y gira a la derecha. Es posible que estemos aquí. Es posible que estemos aquí por ahora. Es el único que me cuadra. Aquí también hay 2 escaleras. Y la derecha y este. Vale. Vamos a ver.
There's a ladder on the right and on the far wall at the end.
Hay una escalera al final, ¿la ha dicho?
There's a ladder on the right and on the far wall at the end.
Y en la pared del final.
I see some sort of water tanks at the end of the hall.
Y depósito al final. Vale. Esta puede ser seguramente. Porque esta está al final, pero los depósitos no los tiene. Así que es esta. Esta es.
We could be here.
I guess they all kind of look the same.
Claro que
Could
es
be
esta.
here.
I guess they all kind of look the same.
¿Y ahora qué? Venga, vámonos.
Okay, these symbols are access ladders. These thick lines represent large pipes. The circles are water tanks. And these boxes with the crosses in them are power relays or transformers.
Ah, está
that
explicándome
helping?
ahora el mapa.
Not on its own.
¿En
But I
serio?
can tell
Ya he
that the
elegido.
different intersections seem to have some small inconsistencies in layout.
Necesita este más pistas, pues venga. Más pistas.
There's a set of water tanks partway down the corridor on the right.
A la derecha, una escalera al final.
I see 1 ladder at the end of the hallway. This tunnel only goes down a few dozen yards to a dead end.
Y callejón sin salida. Es este. ¿Qué es este?
We could be here.
I guess they all kind of look the same.
Ya está, ¿y ahora qué tengo que hacer? ¿Cómo escojo? Ya escogí, venga, vámonos.
Look down the corridors. I need to know what you see. Describe it in as much detail
¿En
as you can.
serio? Pero si ya sé por dónde vamos. Vale, ¿y ahora por dónde hay que ir?
down the corridors. I need to know what you see. Describe it in as much detail as you can.
No sé, usted pesada, señora. ¿Qué tiene que hacer ese? No es otro. Pues era este, venga, vamos a darle a ver.
What do you think, Jess? This one?
Sure.
Venga, pues vamos.
What do you think, Jess? This one?
Sure.
Pero marca todo.
I'll circle this one as a candidate.
Okay, Laura. I hope you're right.
Pero marca todo. What the fuck?
I think this one is a good possibility.
If you say so.
We could be here.
I guess they all kind of look the same.
What do you think, Jess? This one?
Sure.
Claro, pero claro que.
I'll circle this one as a candidate.
Okay, Laura. I hope you're right.
Look down the corridors. I need to
Otra
know
vez.
what you see. Describe it in as much detail as you can.
Bueno, describiré
There's
todo.
a big yellow pipe going down the left wall. It crosses
Para
over
eso.
the ceiling partway down the corridor.
Prenderé la bengala para verlo todo y describirlo todo, vamos a ver. Pero una tontería, es que he dicho ya.
Looks like the corridor ends in a T intersection. I see some sort of water tanks at the end of the hall. There's a ladder on the right, and on the far wall at the end.
I see two ladders along the left of the tunnel. The tunnel goes straight and then turns to the right. There are these two big electrical boxes of some kind on the right.
No, hombre, ¿qué es este? Vámonos.
We could be here.
¿En serio?
I guess they all kind of look the same.
Que me he saltado.
There's a set of water tanks partway down the corridor on the right. This tunnel only goes down a few dozen yards to a dead end. I see one ladder at the end of the hallway.
¿Qué es
We
este?
could be here.
¿En serio?
I guess they all kind of look the same.
Vale, pero ¿para dónde tengo que ir? Vamos a ver.
Okay, these symbols are access ladders. These thick lines represent large pipes. The circles are water tanks. And these boxes with the crosses in them are power relays or transformers.
Does it help any?
Not on its own, but I can tell that the different intersections seem to have some small inconsistencies in layout.
There's a big yellow pipe that goes down a bit on the left and then crosses over to the other side. I see two ladders along the left of the tunnel.
What do you think, Jess? This one?
Sure.
I think this one is a good possibility.
If you say so.
I'll circle this one as a candidate.
Okay, Laura. I hope you're right.
I'm just gonna cross this one off.
Okay, I hope you're right.
I don't think it's this
tengo
one.
que tacharlo.
Keep 'em
What
all
the
straight.
fuck?
What do you think, Jess? Probably not this one?
Yeah, I don't think so.
What the fuck? Yo creía que tenía que
Okay,
marcar
everyone,
nada
I
más el
think I've got it.
primero. Es que
Are you
tenía
sure?
suerte. Qué pérdida de tiempo.
I'm positive. We must be here. It's the only one that completely matches our surroundings. Okay, here we are. The desalination plant is here.
We're not that far.
No, we follow this route here. We follow any
mirarse que
water
comen.
mains and junctions in the direction of convergence. Even still, there's barely any turns. Look, just memorize this route.
Los comen.
What is it?
Comen. Cómetela ya, mujer.
Jess!
You're afraid of the flare!
See this.
Get behind me!
Bicho, vaya. Ah, como un gato. Ya ves, anda que la turbamos por las cajas. Madre mía. Ahora se cae la tonta. Saliera, hombre.
Jesse!
Jerry, come on!
Se la han comido. Come el culo. Se queda mirando. El dinosaurio pervertido. Ahora salta. Madre mía, qué dinosaurio más torpe. El dinosaurio más torpe de la prehistoria.
Oh God, Jess! Oh, what have I done? I just left her down there. I have to go find her.
What? Back down there? With those monsters? No, Jerry. She needs you safe. Jess is a strong and resourceful girl. She's doing like we are doing. Surviving.
Can't know that. I won't leave her to those animals.
Jerry, look at me. If we go back down there, we won't make it to the bottom of that ladder. The others escaped down the tunnel we were gonna follow. We know where they're going.
The marine exhibit. That's where Laura would take her.
And Yoder is with them.
Oh God.
If we're going to join them again, that is where we have to go. The quickest way we can.
You're right. We should be able to make better time over land.
Can you get us there?
It must be to the north, near the outlet of the river.
A big river? With many falls?
Yeah, the big river.
Okay, good. That's something. Let me get my bearings, and we'll figure out how to get there.
Vamos al telescopio,
Por el amor
periscopio,
de
metroscopio.
You know where we are?
Let me think. It's been so long. This is my first time back on the island in nearly 12 years. Ingen has changed it so much.
Nima, this island. There's more to it, isn't there? To you, I mean.
Yes, it is very dear to me.
Tell me.
I grew up here, you know, below those trees. My people were fishermen. We would make our homes near the water during the fishing season. I loved the water. I would swim in the ocean. So far. That's why my father called me Nima. I could go anywhere. Run in the jungle, climb the trees. These monsters. There was never anything like them on this island before. It was all very peaceful before Ingen bought the island from Costa Rica. island is so different now. I know the island. It's part of me. But when Injun came to the island, important men from Costa Rica came and asked my father to go back with them. They wanted my father to make a good impression so that Costa Rica could ask Injun for a good deal of money for our island.
He sounds like a brave man. Were you too close?
When we were on the island, yes. We were always together. When he was in Costa Rica, he was asked to cut his hair and wear a suit so that he wouldn't seem simple to the Injun people. I felt as I feel now. My father was different. I knew him, but some part of him had been lost.
Spared no expense. Hammond, the man who made all this. He runs InGen. It's something he always says. He'll spend whatever it takes to make the park a success.
So, he spent it all on the dinosaurs, not on my people. My father was an awa, a spiritual healer. He sang for Sibo, who created the earth. He was very important to our tribe. But after we left the island, he would not keep up the old traditions. He was always unhappy.
What is Sibo?
That mountain there. It is like a house, my father said. My people believe that the animals of the world built it. Before Injun. And my father and I would go to the ocean to fish. When I would swim in the ocean, my father would say, Nima! Little fish! Little fish, do not swim so far. I cannot catch you so far out. When Injun came to move us to Costa Rica, I became very angry with my father. Whatever he would tell me to do, I would refuse. But he would never be angry with me. He would say that I am a fish who would never eat the fisher's bait. He was right. To me, everything had a string attached.
You remind me of Jess. I mean, that's how it used to be with us before the divorce. I'd take her to the museums or to the zoo. She'd always climb up onto things, you know, such a climber. She can't not climb over things, into things. Climbed into a tiger pen once. With a live tiger.
But not anymore.
No, things haven't been the same since the divorce.
He would always remind me of my stubbornness. I believe that's how I must always be. You know, no ties, no temptation. But then I had Atlanta, my mariquita.
Mariquita.
She is almost of an age where she will outgrow my protection. Young girls on the streets in my neighborhood, they get snatched up by local
Rica.
cartels, run drugs. Or worse, some just disappear. Now there is no choice. Everything I do for her. Now I am the fisher, and at the same time, I have come to a way in my life where I must always chase the bait.
You named your daughter Atlanta?
Yes, it's a beautiful name. I named her after the city. That's where I will take her after this job.
That's a good, strong name. And a good city.
I want for Atlanta to be free. I want for her to have opportunities that I didn't have. I just hope I can be there for her the way my father was there for me. She can be stubborn like her mother used to be and refuse the fisher's bait. I think I know now it's a good way to be. I think that my father believed that too.
Jess changed my life too. She was my second wife, second daughter. Apparently I'm the genetic carrier of rebellion because both my daughters got it. I worked so hard to protect Jess and keep her out of trouble.
What about you? Did you turn out so good because your parents kept you out of trouble?
Me? I was a little hellion myself. Uncontrollable. It's in my genes. Oh, now you know this is different. Still, one thing Jess really hasn't had in her life is a present father figure. Nima, look,
What is it?
I'm sorry about what InGen has done to your island. This isn't the way things should have been done.
I don't blame you, Jerry. You're a good person. I see that.
But I take my pay from InGen. I owe you something.
All right, Jerry. Enough talk.
You know where we are?
I have a good idea. It's a difficult hike. Do you feel rested?
Hungry. A little thirsty, but I just want to get to Jess.
Good. Shh.
Os comen.
guess Dilophosaurus?
Hello?
That was actually the call of a whooping swan. Dinosaurs shared many features with modern-day birds. For instance, we now know that many theropod dinosaurs from the Jurassic period's vocal organs are just like modern birds. We are arriving at the fourth of 7 lookouts along the tour.
Pues esto se
Your
candela,
Jurassic Park tour vehicle will stop for 5 minutes to let you stretch your legs and take photographs of our animals. Next stop, the Jurassic Park Marine Facility and Aquarium.